What's up, everybody? It's DaYDreaMz. Welcome back to the channel for another Clash of Kings video. If you are new here, consider subscribing, and don't forget to turn on your notifications because YouTube is broken right now and a lot of you guys aren't getting my videos in your sub box, so make sure that you hit that. Actually, I'll show you how to do it real fast. Hang on here. I better show you how to do it because if I don't, a lot of you guys don't know what I'm even talking about. So I'm going to go to Bowz's channel and show you guys. Alright, you guys can see my screen now. I'm going to go to Bowz's channel. Okay, you guys see the subscribe thing here on the right? Let me make sure you can see it. Yep, you can see it. See that bell? Click it, and then hit send me notifications for this channel. So then whenever you do that, it'll make sure it's in your sub box, and it will email you and notify you whenever I record. So that needs to be done if you want to watch all of my videos because YouTube's broken right now and it's not putting it in people's sub boxes. So guys, also make sure you tell your alliance about the channel. We do so many videos here, so many guides, and you guys will get better as a team and be able to take over your kingdom. So I don't know if you guys have looked over here yet. Look how like crazy this looks. It's like it hangs off the edge like it's a big cliff. It's pretty wild. But yeah guys, I'm still campaigning to make this private events right here. This building right here, that could be the private event building or just daily event building where we can go and play events with people, our friends from other kingdoms. I think that'd be so great. Anyway, guys, today I have a few of you that have been asking me to do like kind of like a beginner's guide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 15-minute guide, everything that I can tell you in under 15 minutes. So when you start the game and you're a level 1, you're going to want to get your resources going. So right on these tiles right here where I have my farms and I got it all mixed up, don't do that. Make 5 farms right there, then right here make 5 wood tiles, and then you're going to do 8 of these military tents and 8 hospitals. Max out your military tents and hospitals. You want 8 of each. Do not do not try to get extra. You're going to get your resources from farms. Farms are extra castles that you build. You go into your castle, go to settings, and then you go to account. I don't want to click it because then it'll show my email, but you hit the account right there and you can create new castles. Now what you're going to do is you're going to make sure your main castle is bound, and then you're going to create new accounts and surround your castle with what are called farms in the game. So like this level 15, that's a farm, and what you do is you gather resources with them and then you attack them and then steal the resources so you can constantly grow. I do have guides for everything that I'm talking about, by the way guys. If you go to my guides playlist, everything I'm talking about you'll be able to see. So now that you know the buildings that you're going to need, once you get to level 10, you're going to put the iron mines down, which would go like right here, where I've got all these wood tiles. So I've already got so much iron that I mostly am focusing on food and wood. So you'll put 5 iron tiles there, and then when you get to level 15, you'll put 5 mithril tiles on this side. That way you stay nice and organized. Now, as far as troops go, guys, don't use any of your speed ups on troops until you get to level 26, because you're going to forever need T9 and T10 troops. Don't waste your speed ups unless you really get into a war and you need them. Then you can start training troops, but I wouldn't start using your speed ups for troops until you get to these T9 and T10. There's 2 troop types in each building. So you have knights and you have cavalry archers. Now it's the same for every level, but okay, so T10 are knights, cavalry archer, knight, cavalry archer, knight, cavalry archer, cavalry archer, knight, knight, knight. So that's how you can see there's 2 in each one, just like here. Swordsman, pikeman, pikeman, swordsman, swordsman, pikeman, swordsman, pikeman, pikeman, swordsman. Or I mean swordsman. I think, yeah, swordsman. So you know, each one serves a different purpose. Like for instance, the Divine Knight are defensive troops. You can tell by their statistics. You can click on that to see every troop's statistics. And then Cavalry Archer are more of an offensive, and they get a bonus on resource tile battles. So that's the cavalry. And then the Swordsmen are the defensive troop. They do really good on defense, have high health. And then the pikemen are more for attack, and they have a bonus against cavalry. And then let's go here. You've got trebuchet, ram, trebuchet, trebuchet, ram, trebuchet, ram, trebuchet, ram, trebuchet. These are the best gatherers in the game. They have the highest troop load for the cost. They're cheap to heal. So this is what you're going to gather with both on your main castle and your farm. So you want to build a lot of these assault carts early. They work really, really well. Then you've got the defensive troop here, the marksman, I didn't show you the offensive and defensive on the trebuchet. So the trebuchet is the offensive troop. It has a long range. It's like the back end of your lair, and then you've got the Rams, which are the defensive. They have a high health. They protect your troops. They protect your castle. But you're not going to want to send a lot of them in your lair because they're very slow, and you know, they're just not that great at attacking. They're better at defending. So here's the defensive archer. This is the short bow. This is the offensive archer. That's the crossbow. So you got short bow, crossbow, short bow, crossbow, short bow, short bow, crossbow, crossbow, short bow, short bow. So you know, they're like really good at Prestige 5. The short bowmen, the marksmen are really good at Prestige 5. But before Prestige 5, the archers really are not that great. But you still want to mix them in your lair. What a lair is that's how the troops march. They march in a specific order, and that order, each troop protects the troop behind it. So in a lair, you have the swordsman. Then behind the swordsman, you have the rams. Then behind the rams, you have the knight. Behind the knight, you have the cavalry archer. Behind the cavalry archer, you have the short bowman. Behind the short bowman, you have the crossbowman. And behind the crossbowman, you have the trebuchet. So each troop protects the last. So you want to have like a beefy front line with the swordsman and the knights. Those are like your real defensive, gritty, high health troops that you're going to put in front to protect the rest of your troops. Okay, guys, let's go on to science. So early on in the game, you're going to want to get your city development science up. Like get your supply cart and get your civil engineering. That's going to help you build faster. Medical facilities will help you store more wounded troops. That's important. Herbology helps you heal faster. That's important for like kill events and stuff, but it's not something you need right away. Strike just helps you attack monsters faster. That's an important one. And heal, that gets your stamina up faster for your monster hitting. That's not really that important. I can't believe that I don't have that done. I've got all the other ones done, but not that one. As far as resources are concerned, you want to get all these done. That's going to help you gather resources faster. But this is what's mostly important on your farms. You really want to get these done on your farms. They're not as important on your main castle. Your main castle is not going to really be, if you're playing the game correctly and you really want to be a stud at this game, this isn't really what's going to be important. What's going to be important is all of your development and everything. This is just important for your farms. So you want to get all this stuff done on your farms. And as far as farms go, guys, you want to make each farm a specific resource. So you want to have like at least like 3 wood farms, 3 food farms, 3 iron farms, then maybe 2 mithril farms if you want to be an expert. You want to have like 10 to 12 farms. If not, I would do 2 wood, 2 food, 2 iron, and then 1 mithril. And then you could switch one of the foods over to mithril later on once you get bigger. But actually, 8 farms is probably about perfect. So 2 food, 2 food, 2 wood, 2 iron, and 2 mithril. Because you can also steal what you don't gather. Also, put a specific resource on each farm. So on your wood farms, you're going to be getting the sharp axe, you're going to be getting the whip saw, and then you know, you'll put your skills into them as well, which we'll get into the skills here in a minute. City defense is just you know, nothing's really that great. First aid gets some of your troops winded, 10%, and then you know, the loophole and battlements are very important. They give you 5% defender attack and 5% defender defense, and then down here they give you 10% and 10%. So those are very important. The rest of these are the traps, which are not that great. As far as military is concerned, early in the game you want to get your swordsmanship and horsemanship done all the way down. If you can get to level 26 castle and have all tier 2 maxed out and be starting on tier 3, here's tier 3, you'll be in very, very good shape. So that's tier 3 is very good. Leadership gives you more troops in your marches. Recruitment makes you march or speed up training, and then leadership gives you gives you more troops. Legion gives you an extra march, so you want to get the legions done on both your farms and your main castle, because that's going to give you 3 marches on your farms. And then VIP, once you get to VIP 8, I believe it is, you get the I think you get the extra march at VIP 8, right? Oh no, I'm at SVIP 8. I don't even know if I can go back to VIP 8. Will let me? Okay, yeah, it'll let me. So you can see here at VIP 8, you get an extra march. And then VIP 10 is important because you get 30% hospital capacity, and you get the attack bonuses. I think it's 10%, 10%, 15% attack bonus, and defense bonus. So let's check out VIP 9, you get like 10% attack bonus. Yeah, 10% attack and defense bonus at VIP 9. So VIP 8's great, you get the extra march. VIP 9, you get 10% attack and defense plus the extra march. VIP 10, you get all that plus 5% on each, plus the 30% hospital capacity bonus, which is a big deal. Hospital capacity is a big deal. Let's get on to the equipment real quick. Okay, so you're going to have specific things to do with your equipment early on. When you're early in the game, you basically want to get the development equipment. So you'll see some equipment is good for attacking, some's good for development. Your sword, you're mostly going to like, you can get this level 25 halberd, which has the building speed up. Building speed up is very important. You shouldn't, for the first few weeks or the first month, need a lot of attacking stuff. You know, mostly you want to focus on building up and getting stronger. See, level 15 longbow has that. But let's go to like the armor, because that will show you like more diversity. As you can see, I have two armor sets. One's for attacking stuff, and then I have one for healing, which I do not need anymore because the level 43 already has the 62% healing. So I can go ahead and turn this into something else. Okay, let's take a look at, yeah, we'll take a look at armor. Let's go down so I can show you what I'm talking about. So let's say 25, level 25 armor. You can see you can basically get either attack bonuses, or you can get healing speed ups and hospital capacity. Hospital capacity can help when you're smaller. As far as I guess armor is probably not the best. Ring would probably be like a better one here. So you can either get like a level 25 ring for attack buffs like the angel ring, or you can go for like the double building buff with the iron ring. There's two pieces of equipment in the game that have double building speed ups: iron ring level 30 and heavy grease pants level 20. So you definitely want to get those early on. So the ring I just showed you, as well as these pants right here, level 20 heavy grease right there, view, double building speed up. So those are the pants you want to get. They're really going to help you build. Now we're going to go to the skill points so I can show you guys this. Now when I was talking about the farms, you go to develop. Here's what you're going to put all your farms into. You're going to go straight down this line, and you're going to put 2 into wood, 2 into food, and then the rest you're going to put into iron. Even your mithril farms you're going to put into iron, because sometimes you can use them. A lot of times with your mithril farms, if you already got enough mithril, you're going to be using iron, because you can't get enough skill points to get down to mithril unless you're using like a level 26 farm or something. So the rest with skill points, if you're on your main castle, you want to put them mostly into combat, unless you're like doing a major building speed up. Then you'll go to building, because you can get 12.5% building speed with these. Now another thing with buffs, guys, buffs are like your equipment, your grapheme stone, all these different things in the games are called buffs. You only need the buff on to start the action. So if you're doing a building speed buff, or let's say a building speed buff, and you have all your building equipment on, like let's say I just switch everything to building speed, everything over to building speed, then I can go start my building, upgrade it, then I can go back to my attack buffs or whatever. Same thing with healing. That's why I have pieces of equipment for healing. See, this is a double healing speed up, 100%. I have equipment for everything, so then I put it on, I heal, and then I switch back to my attack. Same thing with the let's go back to the skills real quick so I can show you. During monster events, guys, it's good to put on the support, because you can get both training speed, and you can also, you'll get hospital capacity, then you'll get 12.5% training speed, and then you can get like 200% monster speed bonus, which really helps you hit those monsters and everything. Let's go to the glass real quick. Hopefully you guys can understand me. I'm talking really fast because I want to get as much information in here as possible with the allotted time. So as you can see, my level 5 glass, I have 200% monster march speed. This is really helping me in the monster events and collecting grapheme stone, because I don't spend a lot of money, guys. Okay, let's go. And then of course you got the training speed and everything. This is what you want on when you're training troops. This is what you want on when you're healing. This is what you want on when you're rallying. You want to get the random attribute that gives you rally size. Level 25 you want for defense and march boost, and then level 30 you want all for attack buffs, siege attack and archer attack. Alright, let's that's it for the glass. So we basically went over the equipment, we basically went over the skill points, you guys know everything. And if this was too vague in this video, I have guides on all of this stuff individually. I just want to do a a rounded guide. Mikey has requested it. He's a supporter of the live stream, so I had to put this video together for him, so that way he understood. Now, as far as these military hunts, let me explain a little something to you. Every level these go up. Okay, you can see here, on the odd levels, your training speed will go up. See how it's like goes training speed, training volume, training speed, training volume. So every other one it goes up 1%, and every other one it goes up training volume. So that's why these are very important. It's going to help you train troops faster. Like I train almost 2,000 T10 troops in about about 12 hours on average. So that's very good to train that many troops. It's probably double the speed of a lot of other people. So it really helps me. The wonder is where you prestige. That's once you get to level 30, you'll need to get your prestige up. We don't really need to go over those. I just did a guide on the hero, so I don't really need to get into the hero, but you can do the hero trials. I don't recommend doing the hero trials till you're at least level 30 castle, or you'll just have a lot of wounded troops. The dragon, he's not that great yet, but they're updating him. You can upgrade him. I don't think he's really worth putting a lot of resources into. I just don't think you're going to get enough back out of him to be worth the amount of resources. As far as the grapheme stone's concerned, just get as much as you can from hitting monsters. Okay, monsters are on the kingdom map. You're going to want to hit the highest level monsters you can. Just in the same type of march that you would if you were attacking a castle. And yeah, just split your troops into like 3 marches and just hit as many as you can, especially during the events. The events give you a lot of items and resources, so pay attention to, let me show you. Pay attention to this building right here and look at all the events that are going on, and take advantage of the events the best that you possibly can. So this one's special resource plots, so you're going to want to gather a lot. Dark Knight, I have got guides on Dark Knight on how to win it. Anybody can win it if you just pay attention to that guide. The drill grounds is what you need to upgrade to make your march size bigger. This watchtower will help your scouts get better information. This is the embassy. You need it upgraded so that way people can reinforce you, and it also allows you to build a bigger hall of war. That's what makes your rally size bigger. The depot isn't that important. That just stores your resources. The market right here, you want to come here every day and find the best deals that you possibly can. Get all these resource ones so that way you can try to find better deals. Like you can get 7-day VIP. Saves you a little bit there. Sandstone, that's for building the, like right there. That's a good offer on speed ups. I saved 250 gold. Right there I can get science research. So they've got all kinds of little goodies right here. Let's go back out there. I don't want to burn too much time up here, but I've got guides on what you want to get there. Here's where you create your materials. Everything is for a different type of buff. The wood one is for building. The crystal right here, that is for science research. Bone is for, what is the bone for? That's for science research speed up. So the bone would be for, I'll skip the bone, I'll remember it in a second. This is for troop load, the fabric. The garnet is for trap attack. Bronze is for infantry attack. Herb is for healing. Fur is for hospital capacity. Jade is for march speed. Cobalt is for siege engine attack. Horn is for archer attack. And amber is for the amber's for cavalry attack. And the bone is for farm gathering upgrade for the farms inside your castle. So it's not very good. That's like the least good buff that they offer. They should change it to like gathering speed or something. I have no idea why they have farm income as one of the buffs, because it's totally worthless. Wishing wells, where you can come and you can wish for different things. It's good. You'll get so many wishes a day depending on the level of your wishing well. Market, that just lets you trade to your friends and allows them to trade to you. And then the higher your market level, the lower the tax rate you will get. And I believe if you get a Prestige 2 market, you can then transfer safe resources to people that also have a certain level market. I forget what level it is. Novia, the princess, you upgrade her, then you get these buffs. The buffs stay with you. 10% training, or I mean 10% training, 7% research, 4% gathering, 15% building, and then Ryan the prince gives you 5% infantry, 5% attack, 5% defense, 10% infantry attack, that's what I was thinking about, and 12% infantry defense. That's what you get for these when they're maxed out. Those buffs stay in your statistics. You can look at your statistics right here if you want to know, like here's all my combat stuff. Here is, I've got 102,000 kills, 27, or 102 million kills, 27 million losses, 4 million healed. Here are like my buff statistics. This is without my, I have almost 300% training speed on the soldiers. This is without my buffs on, my 20% buffs, or they would all be over 200%. You can see your resource incomes, your city development, information, building speed. You can get this building speed up into the like 200% range if you get all the buffs on and have all the right equipment. I've got videos on that as well. I just made a video a couple weeks ago that has all guide videos compiled into one playlist. If you want to check that out, that will help you guys out a lot. Just making sure I didn't forget anything. This thing pops up after like 2 months in the kingdom. You get the ancient battlefield. It comes after the first throne. The blacksmith is where you make the equipment. The only equipment set that I recommend is the level 25 pants. You have a 25% chance of forging gold, 75% chance of forging orange. I forged orange, unfortunately, so I gotta save up and redo it and hope that I get lucky and get the gold. Making sure I didn't forget anything. The dragon campaign is a great event. It starts after the first throne. You face off against people from other kingdoms, and usually it's matched fairly, but sometimes they give you whack matches. But it's a very fun event. It's my favorite event in the game. As far as these resources, you can upgrade them, but they don't really need to be upgraded that much. I would more focus on getting your castle level up. That's the most important thing, is getting to level 30 castle. Without that level 30 castle, you're very vulnerable. Keep your farms empty. Make sure you use the super mine. It gives you a bonus. As for the throne, you know, I don't want to get into like getting allies and recruiting and all that in this video, but I do have videos on that if you want to check that out. But you want to get a good alliance, because that gets you alliance gifts. I just checked my alliance gifts a little bit ago. Looks like I've already got 2 new alliance gifts. So when you're in a good alliance with people spending money, if you're a non-spender, you really need to get the best alliance in the kingdom, or one of the top 3 alliances, because that's the way that you're going to be able to grow, by getting these free gifts. So I think I covered basically the basics. If you do have any money to spend, these 99-cent packs that they offer you when you first start are the best value in the game. Plus it gives you a bonus for spending money. So if you're going to spend anything, even spending $1 is going to really help you. So that's pretty much been it for this video, guys. All these videos popping up on the screen right now are a couple that I've selected that you might want to watch next to help you get better at the game. If you guys want to subscribe, hit that button in the middle. Turn on my notifications. Thank you guys so much for watching. Teamwork does make the dream work. Smash that thumbs up button, and I'll see you guys in the next video, okay? Hopefully you guys learned something from this. I just kind of rambled for probably 20 minutes, but it's all good. Peace out, guys.